Hey traders, and welcome to Morning Majors, a show where I look at the opportunities that could be setting up in the major currency pairs for the day ahead. Now before we get into the charts, I just have to give you the quick reminder that everything in this video is for educational purposes only. None of it is trade advice. I'm not telling you to go away and put on these trades for yourselves. You still have to go away and do your own due diligence. All I'm doing is I'm showing you what opportunities I'm looking at in the major currency pairs and talking to you a little bit about how I'm looking to play them, all in a bid to really kind of accelerate your learning curve and really get you to the point of profitability as quick as possible. So without further ado, let's jump over to the charts. Now let's first start off by talking about the Australian dollar. If we look at the Australian dollar from a daily chart, you can see that it's been trending down for quite some time now. So from February of this year, it's been moving down, down, down. And every time it tries to reach a little bit back up, it gets rejected by the downward sloping trend line. A little while ago, we had a nice sell-off from this counter trend line here, which made us a nice profit, selling down to these support levels where the market has just recently reacted from. Now, the way that we want to play this is twofold. First of all, we could have a bit of a reaction to this previous level of support that becomes resistance here at the 0.7444 level. And basically what we could have here is a bit of a reversal on our hands. So the market coming up to this level, giving us a 1, 2, 3 reversal pattern, and then selling back down to the 0.7345 area. The other option is that we get the market pull back a little bit more. So if we take a look at the 60-minute chart here, we can see the market break through this resistance level here and trade on up towards this downward sloping trend line, where the market could then turn around again and give us a bit of a bounce the way that it has in the previous attempts, which we saw on the daily charts over here. So that every time the market comes up to this level, as you can see here, it sells off, comes away, sells off, comes back to it, sells off again. So if we don't get the bounce from this previous level of support over here, we've also got some support over here. If we don't get the reaction to that, then we're going more than likely expected to see the market trade up towards this downward sloping trend line, where we will also look to sell the market. Ultimately, we're bearish on the Australian dollar, but we have two ways that we can play this in the in the coming days and weeks. The next one that we're going to look at is the euro dollar. Now the euro dollar, if we look at this from a longer term perspective, which is how we start all of our analysis, looking at the longer term levels, we can see that the market has broken through a support level. It's broken down through this upward sloping trend line, and now it's just retesting the bottom of it. So how do we play this trade today? Well, the trade for coming up today will be the reaction to the upward sloping trend line. We would look for a 1, 2, 3 reversal at this trend line here, at which point we would then sell the market down towards this previous level of support at 1.1515. However, if the market does start to break up above the trend line, then that will obviously void the opportunity altogether, and we'll have to find something else to trade. Looking at the pound dollar, so the pound dollar is a little simpler in terms of really there's only one way to trade this at the moment. If we take a look at the daily chart over here, we can see that the market is nicely it was trending upwards. It then broke a support level, which was a previous resistance level, so a very, very strong level here. And we completely expect the market to gravitate up towards this level, even if it's going to sell off from here. So what we're looking to do with this trade here is look at the 4-hour chart or the 60-minute chart and basically play the breaks of resistance level. So we've got a previous level of resistance over here, a break up of that level there, or perhaps if the market doesn't get all the way up there today and pulls back a little bit, if the market were to pull back towards the 100 moving average, which is what I have on the 60-minute chart here, then I will drill down to like a 5 or a 15-minute chart and look to take the opportunity to buy from there. Obviously, watching this resistance line up here at 1.3315 is a potential area where the market could give us a little bit of trouble or turn around. Looking at the New Zealand dollar, so starting again from the daily chart, one thing that I want you to take note of here, and I love these trades, I really, really love these trades, is where you have a big level of support, which you can see there's support here, and if we move the trend line, the horizontal line up just a little bit, we can see that it was support in the past as well. So we've got a huge level of support here. The market was selling off, it came down to this level, it broke through it. Now when the market breaks through these levels, you're expecting, if the downwards momentum is to continue, that you get a big sell-off from that level. But instead what we're getting here is we've got a lot of buying pressure coming into the market, which is signified not just by these reversal candles over here, but also the aggressive buying on Friday back above this level and back into this range. So how do we play this? Well, looking at this here, we need the market to hold above this level. If we look at it on the 1 hour chart, we want to see the market hold above this level here and perhaps do something like pull a little bit back to this level, give it a retest, and then give us a break of this resistance level here. So something like that, a 1, 2, 3 reversal. So you'd be expecting the market to come down from this level here down to there, and then come back up again, shoot right back up and break through that level like that. That would then signify that the market wanted to go longer now that it's broken back into this range. Of course, if the price doesn't hold above this level, then we need to start to entertain shorting opportunities. But right now it's looking very, very bullish, and for the day ahead I'm looking to be a buyer. The dollar franc is trading within a range up at the top here, but if we go into the daily charts, you can see that it's trading within a range here. The market was rallying quite a lot, some aggressive rallying there, then a very aggressive sell-off. The market's pulled back somewhat and it's now starting to go sideways, and I would anticipate that the market is going to retest the support level over here. So retest these lows before it continues on its upwards trajectory and goes through the 1.0052 area. So the way that I would look to play this is drop down to a shorter term time frame, so maybe something like the 1 hour as we have here, and look to play a break of support. The market obviously broke support there on Friday, but we don't want to enter trades at the end of the day on the Friday. So wait to see how this plays out later on in the morning, and if we have the opportunity, then we want to be sellers of the dollar franc down to this support level there, at which point we will then look to start buying. Now with the pound yen, you can see that the pound yen has been trending up for quite some time now. We actually kind of were predicting or forecasting this a little wrong, because dollar yen, we were forecasting this a little wrong because we were expecting the dollar yen to sell off quite significantly when it came down to this level here back in March. But all it's done is rallied since then, and that's absolutely fine because that's giving us some opportunities to trade as well. And now what we have is the market starting to top a bit, but it is coming back to this upward sloping trend line. And I would say that when the market gets to this trend line, it's not just going to break through automatically. There's going to be a little bit of a battle there between the bull and the bears. And when it gets to that level, I want to take advantage of that battle and buy the market if we get a bounce off of this trend line. If we don't get a bounce off of the trend line and the market starts to sell beneath it, then of course I will look for the sell opportunities. Okay, so that wraps up this morning's morning majors. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you lots of information. As I said, it's not investment advice. You still need to go away and do your own due diligence and decide for yourself whether or not these trades are right for you. But hopefully, this just gives you a little bit of a point in the right direction and really helps you with your technical analysis for the day ahead. If you like the video, then please make sure that you follow me on the channel here, or subscribe if you're watching it on YouTube, and obviously share with all of your friends and anybody that you think will benefit from this video here. So until tomorrow morning, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you then. Take care now.